Forget this digital health deal stuff. Now that I'm in Chicago, I can follow Chicago sports and the return of football. The Bears won yesterday and the Cubs won, and the Cubs pitcher threw a no-hitter. I know.
My kind of town.
Chicago is.
But I can't remember the rest of the words. I know Frank Sinatra sang it.
That's all we need to know.
Are we doing a show too? What date?
Yeah.
What
Let
time?
me get into it.
All right.
September 15th episode of Health in 2.00 from Chicago. Oh.
So Jess, the Niners, who should have won the Super Bowl last year, how did they do?
I'm not in San Francisco anymore. I don't have to watch that football.
How did Tom Brady do?
I watch my football.
How did Tom Brady do?
He was losing when I saw, but I didn't see what the final score was.
He lost. The Niners lost. It's all over for old men. More importantly, how did Chelsea do today?
Wait, before we move on, remember how it was like apocalyptic when the Cubs won the World Series after over 100 years? Like, this is the year for the Bears now.
Didn't the Cubs win the World Series and then Trump get elected like 5 minutes later? It was apocalyptic.
I know. But with everything that's gone wrong this year, I feel like it's only a matter of time for Super Bowl Bears. Mark my words.
Okay, I'm putting the money on it. You didn't tell me Chelsea won. You don't know if Chelsea won. You don't care. Only because I was doing an ONC meeting all day today, and I had to actually pay attention. I couldn't watch the football separately, which was ruining my work life.
You know what's ruining my life right now is the fact that we are not talking.
Okay. We're gonna go.
Okay. True Pill gets a $75 million C. This is only a couple months after their B. What is going on here?
Yeah, this is they are actually so all those other guys, I think it's Hims and NeuroX and some of the others, maybe Lemonade, actually I don't know who uses them, but they use them as the actual fulfillment part of their front end, and they're growing like gangbusters because there's other guys who are growing like gangbusters, and maybe at some point they'll give up, giving it to other people and do it directly themselves. We'll see.
All right, 2 self-funded insurance plan companies for small businesses have raised money. Sana Benefits, $20.8 million, and Decent has a $10 million $10 million A.
Yeah, you think Sana Benefits could have afforded to have Nick Christian write their press release? In fact, Decent had them do that. Look, here's the deal. Big companies self-insured, save a bit of money, do better. And if they can manage, they can do better. So they're trying to do what your friends at Oscar do, which is to put a telehealth front end on. It might work. Self-insurance for small companies has been really tricky over the years because they can't pool risk and they have to have reinsurance. It's all complicated stuff. Insurance is not as easy as people think it is, but maybe it'll work. Collective Medical does something bigger, but for better, similar, but for bigger and better companies or better companies. Bigger.
All right, MDLive, $50 million for virtual primary care. I thought they were going public. Why are they raising money?
Don't know. Maybe they couldn't get the IPO out the door quick enough. They have a whole new management team in there. We'll see what the hell happens, but we'll all eyes will be on Amwell. We'll see how that gets out.
Absolutely. How about Owl Insights? They get $15 million. Ascension and Blue Venture funds are in this round.
Yeah, this is kind of clever. This is the sort of inverse of all those digital health, mental health plays we've been doing. This is giving the same tools for sort of tracking people while they're at home and helping them get back their detail back into the office to regular, psychiatrists, psychologists. They're kind of like similar to a company called Neuroflow, same sort of thing, doing tools for them.
All right, Boehringer Ingelheim and Click Therapeutics. Oh, thank God. Boehringer Ingelheim is a really hard name to drop in there quick.
Got it in there? With
Click Therapeutics, this is rich right here. Listen to this. $500 million for a development for a DTX for schizophrenia, because we know how that worked out last time. Why?
Well, let's just settle back. I mean, this is so Click is. I don't know the details of this. They say it's for the schizophrenia piece, but $500 million sounds like a hell of a lot of money. There was this deal for what was the deal for your friends at One Drop from Bayer? That was like $90 million, and some of that was an investment, right? And some of that was was this sounds like it's none of its investment. It sounds like we're going to pay $500 million to develop a DTX. So this starts to blow my mind. It shouldn't cost them a hell of a lot more to develop a real drug for $500 million. There's no way you're going to be able to sell a DTX for the price you sell a real drug for, because it's software, and software scales infinitely and gets cheaper. And this is just another example of people being sucked into the whole notion of digital therapeutics. It's a category which doesn't exist, and if it does exist, it shouldn't exist. Whatever Chris DeLuca says about it.
Didn't they have also a co-development deal with Otsuka for a ridiculous amount of money to do a depression drug? Wasn't that from the end of last year? I want to say it was $300 million. Click.
Well on Click on getting on some of these drug companies. I mean, hard to imagine how these things pay themselves off, unless they can really convince people that they work better than pills, and B, they can manage to maintain exclusivity, patented level pricing the way that drug companies do on pills. Hard to imagine you can do that with software, which is so easily replicable, but good luck to them. Actually not good luck to them. I hope it fails, because I think the whole idea of DTX.
Oh my God, Matthew Holt, that's
the whole idea of DDX charging that amount of money when it should be making stuff cheaper and more scalable.
I want everybody to win, and you're like, I hope it fails.
No, well, the same thing is true with Pear. Pear, if you look at what they did, and if you read go back and read Brian Delden's Exits and Outcomes about what Pear Therapeutics have been doing, they basically went back for 5 years worth, looked through the studies, not to see which studies worked best for the patients, but which studies could be patented and made exclusive and made hard to get through, and so they could easily get them through the FDA, so they could be essentially protected. Well, if that's how we're going to do healthcare, we're asking for higher costs and less effectiveness. I think it's completely the wrong way to go. If we're going to use digital tools in healthcare, we should be using proven digital tools that work across a wide variety of things and make them scalable and cheaper, not the other way around.
I do agree with you on that. I still don't want to.
It's not happening in the current DTX landscape.
No, that's true. DTX is like.
Megan Coda may not appreciate what I'm saying, but it's true. Still, that company got $500 million in.
You're so fired up right now. Oh my God.
All right, I'll shut up.
Where's the take your blood pressure? Breathe for a minute. You haven't been this edgy since we had that murder hornet that was unleashed in your office. Are you taking it? Oh my God. While you're taking it, let me remind all of our viewers, the one that's still left, that they should sign up to receive these cute little Health in 2.0s directly in their inbox by going to thehealthcareblog.com, and that you can follow Mr. Angry over there on Twitter at BultyBoy, and you can follow me, Miss Sweetheart, at Jess DeMassa.
So Jess, how long are you going to last in Chicago before you go off to some nice warm part of town?
I don't know. I'm waiting out these. I have no reason to come back to California right now. I'm
waiting out for Florida.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe next week. I'm just rolling. I'm just rolling right now. I feel like myself again.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I'm going to keep this going so I can show you the result. It's not good. I shouldn't do these shows anymore.
Well, on that note,
I'm going off to meditate.
You meditate. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.